Good morning. You've reached our Mandala universes. This is a really friendly place on the internet. Hi, Cindy. Where we gather every day as a group of people that have become friends over the years. And we check in with ourselves. We check in with each other. We do some grounding. We draw circles. And we leave having touched base with our souls. It's a great place to be. Cindy's here and says hi. Miss M says hi, Kathy and Cindy. Amy's here. Good morning and happy Friday. Boy, I missed you, Amy, when you were in Mexico. It's so lovely to have you back. Cindy says hi, Miss M. And Meta says hi, Cindy, Kathy, Cindy, Miss M, and Amy. Cindy, I have to tell you, I sent your gift and it came back to me with not enough postage on it. And I have to admit that the post office is my most dreaded errand. And so I have not gotten back to the post office to mail it to you. I apologize. I will do that today or tomorrow. Miss M says, glad to be here, checking in somewhere over Nebraska. Nice. Cindy says, hi, everyone. Amy says, thank you. I missed you all too. Happy to be back to Mandalas. Yeah. I am loving my warm coffee mug this morning. Meta says, I'm also glad to be here, checking in, extremely tired but happy. It's a nice check-in, Meta. I hope you can get the rest you need tonight. I'm checking in happy. We have beautiful snow outside and perfectly blue skies and sunshine. It's gorgeous. And it makes me really happy to live where I live and to be able to enjoy 4 seasons. You guys still have me? I just got a notification that someone was trying to sign in. I think perhaps it was Susanna, because it said someone was trying to sign in Nairobi, Kenya. I get those notifications since I created the account. Zaw is here. Good morning. Meta says, sounds beautiful. Miss M says, Wi-Fi keeps going in and out, so I hope to hear all. Miss M, are you on Southwest now? Has free Wi-Fi for everyone, which is so cool. I love it when I can fly Southwest and I can still work from the sky. Elaine says, good morning, checking in calm as so much chaos swirls about. Laura says, good morning all. Cindy says, thanks, Kathy, no worries. Can you send it at the end of next week, please? I'm now home, checking in, happy and grateful to be at the beach. Oh, you're not home is what I think you mean. I will send it end of next week. That gives me permission to put that errand off one more week. And Miss M says, hi, Elaine, happy to see you here. And Meta says hi to Laura. Oh, Michelina just texted. Can somebody text Michelina and remind her that I'm leading right now and cannot help her until 8:30? That would be great. And Carol's here saying good morning all. Amy says, checking in, emotionally swirling. I have the strangest thing that happened in my watercolor palette. I don't know if I set this box down on something warm or what happened. And I don't know if you can even see. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. I have like, it like warped, and like some of the watercolors are like coming out of their little tins. Like, I'm like, what happened here? Like, why do I have this big bump? And why are my watercolors, it's like a landslide. It's like a reverse landslide in my watercolor tin. Look at that. Isn't that weird? They still work fine, but I'm so perplexed. Laura's checking in inside a snow globe. That's how I feel. A snow globe with bright sunshine. It's beautiful. And Amy says, MSM says, yes, it's magical to watch the Earth cruise by. Amy says, I feel like your paint box out of sorts, but still there. That's funny. And Za says, so cool, Miss M, joining from the sky. And Miss M says, oh my, that plastic warped. Yeah, I don't know exactly how that happened, but it's kind of comical. And Cindy says it makes them unique. And Susanna's here. Hello, happy to join. I'm so glad you're here. Susanna, I had to deny your signing in because I was afraid of what might happen if I allowed it while I was leading. So when we're done here, I can help with that. Elaine says, it's like you're making paint. You'll never run out. Yeah, it just keeps refilling and coming out the top of the pan. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. All right, we should take a couple seconds to ground, a couple minutes to ground. I've had the weirdest week. So a little grounding sounds like just the thing for me right now. I am going to read something to you. But until that, let's just take a minute to settle. So in your space, whatever that looks like, whatever feels safe to you in your space, to settle in. I'm going to put both my feet on the ground. Take a couple deep breaths. Consciously lower your shoulders. Lift the crown of your head. Release your forehead and your cheek muscles. Let your eyelids droop. Just get into a relaxed and safe space. And I want to focus in today on the beauty of our circle, the safety that we provide each other. If you can imagine a soft spot inside of you, a vulnerability, a fear, something that you might have a tendency to suppress, I'll invite you to touch that right now. Imagine it as something physical that you can hold. And just imagine yourself holding it. And then visualize this beautiful circle of women coming around you, Hands on shoulders. Being physically enveloped in the warmest, safest way by other bodies that can come alongside and slowly, gently wrap their hands under and over that place inside you that maybe feels scary, that you're afraid of. And as those hands continue to surround that scary place, that place you fear, this ball starts to form of hands holding it with you. And you can feel the feminine energy, the safety, the love, the compassion, the togetherness. Just sit in that safe space. Notice how the weight of the object is being held by others. Notice how you can relax your arms and shoulders because of the help you're receiving. Because of the love that envelops you in that vulnerable state. And just breathe. And as you sit with that visualization, I'm going to read a poem. This is by Hannah Rosenberg from her book, Same. We start the day with coffee, with questions, stories, the beginning of what has happened since we've been together last. We eat a slow breakfast, share pancakes, potatoes, eggs. We park ourselves at a lake, or maybe wander in and out of stores, go on a hike, or book appointments at a spa, sit in matching robes. It doesn't matter where exactly we are, but that we are women in friendship. What was started over coffee has continued, woven throughout the day. We relax in the afternoon, our bodies sprawled across pool chairs, hotel beds, couches in rented homes. We shower and dress for dinner, go out into the night, drink wine and cocktails, share appetizers, split pasta and dumplings. And after, we try to keep our eyes open long enough to finish the stories we started. We never do, of course, because they have no end. We board flights or get in cars, wave goodbye and promise to see each other soon. And when we're asked how it was, we use words like fun and great because it's hard to describe how good it feels to be part of a group of women who belong to each other. And with that, I'll invite you to come to the page. And I intentionally shared that for our grounding because we are at decision time for our upcoming retreat in the fall. And if you've not received the email with details, please let us know, and we will share that with you. Because we want you there. So that I felt like described our, other than the getting dressed up and going out to dinner, although we could do that sometime. That felt very much like our retreats, and we want you to join us if you can. Let me check in with comments. Susanna says, hello, happy to join. Yes, I read that. Elaine says, like you're baking paint, you'll never run out. Susanna says, it's okay, I can join after we finish the session today. And Miss M and Susanna are greeting each other. Galena says, happy to be here, checking in, focused and capable. And Miss M says, it's super calm up here, Za. Galena, women in friendship. This sums up the feelings I get from our retreats. Elaine says, super love that. Carol says, it sounds like you wrote it over a Mandala weekend. And Laura says, I agree, Michelina. That's what I was going for. Today is February 20th. My nephew is turning 37 today, which I cannot believe. He's the oldest of my nieces and nephews. That is not my coffee. That's my Bait water. Let's drink coffee. Saw says tears. Thank you for the reading. And Miss M says hugs, sisters. Carol says celebrating Carl's birthday today. Heading to the botanical garden orchid show. Then his birthday dinner. Nice. I love a man who wants to go to an orchid show for his birthday. That's awesome. So my week was weird because, first of all, Monday, we had Monday off for President's Day. So my husband and I were both home. And then Tuesday, we woke up to snow. It was had been snowing for a couple of hours. My husband works for the state, and the governor shut down all the state offices. So he was home all day on Tuesday while I was working, which is fine. Wednesday, he went to work. And about 2 hours after he got there, they had a gas leak at his office and they sent everyone home. So he was home for the rest of the day. Yesterday, we had more snow yesterday. And they had a 2-hour delay on going into the office. So he went in late. And today, he has a 2-hour delay. So it's been a lot of time for me this week working while my husband was at home, which felt very much like what my reality might be in a few years. He is 3.5 years older than I am, and so will likely he hasn't decided yet. He may retire before I do. He's thinking about continuing to work until I'm old enough to retire. But if he decides not to and he's home while I'm working, it actually was a really good practice run for that this week, because I was working just as normal and he was here. And it was actually kind of nice. It didn't bother me at all. I liked having him here.
So it's just a different kind of week.
Carol says, happy birthday to your nephew. Happy birthday to your Carl. I don't know how many of you have heard, we had a tragedy here, not here, but very close by, up in the Sierras on Tuesday. There were actually women on a girls' trip, a backcountry ski trip. They hired 4 guides to take them up to these ski huts. And for reasons unknown, instead of sheltering in place during the big storm on Tuesday, they decided to ski out. And there was an enormous avalanche, and 9 of the 15 people that were on that trip died. And these were all moms whose kids attend a ski school up in the Sierras. Well, 6 of the 9 who passed were moms, and the other 3 were guides. Very, very sad. Amy says, happy birthday to Carl. Carol says, thank you all. Carol says, so sad to read about it yesterday. And Miss M says, yes, the avalanche, so sad. Yeah, it's really tragic. I'm not an adventurous. I am an adventurous person, but I'm not an adventurous person when it comes to doing extreme things. Like, I would never go backcountry anything in the snow. I don't think. Might do snowshoeing. It's just not something I would seek out. If I got invited, I might go. But I admire women for whom that would be, dreamy to go do something like that. My mandala is very interesting this morning, and I'm looking at it to see what words it might have for me. And so far, hearing none, which is fine, because I feel like it's maybe not quite complete. Add a little.
Miss M says we are women who belong together. I agree. And I think it's miraculous that we found each other. Did anybody watch the women's free skate last night? It was Alyssa Liu just had the most joyful performance. I was very, very inspired by it. It's just a lovely, lovely example of someone truly like letting joy be their motivation instead of, accolades or they did a kind of a highlight of her, decision to leave skating for a while and come back, and just such a mature decision for a very young woman. This was really very sweet. And her skate was phenomenal. Really, really beautiful. It is 8:29. So if there are any words that you want to share from your experience this morning, from your creativity, what is expressing itself, if you want to share it with the group, now is the time. Oh, Laura's words, all the hands that hold the circle hold me. Love that. Michelina says sacred geometry, wonky style of connection. And Amy says, amidst it all, bound by a red thread. And you guys, these are beautiful. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me here. And please do consider if there's any way you can join us at our retreat at the end of September. We want you there.